Go.
Records.
Did you move the cursor away from...
Nope.
Okay.
Don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Is it loud enough for you?
Do not like the title.
No.
Do not like the kind of somber mood.
No.
No, don't
No.
like that.
No, scratch your fingernails. It's the worst backseat driver.
Cinder doesn't have a driving license.
What's she driving?
It's a plane by the looks of it.
There.
Good boy.
Oh, this is not good. No, like a
It's
landing
like a fucking
platform.
landing platform. I don't like that.
This is like full on.
It smells you.
She doesn't like the vibe.
She'd be right.
Nor just Cinder.
No. Don't really have a choice though.
My queen.
Dude, it's a bad one.
Bad vibes.
Cinder. When I chose you as my vessel for the maidens, I put my trust in you. So I trust that you wouldn't possibly return to me empty-handed. The relic of knowledge. I took it right from under Ironwood's nose.
The general speaks less to your intellect and more to
Oh,
his.
is he still alive?
Yeah.
After all,
Oh, I forget.
you
got
got
his tail.
started by those children first.
And according to radio chatter, that same general, his forces outsmarted you. Shame once never made it better.
I'm afraid the doctor was a necessary sacrifice. I do hope this little one doesn't become another.
She's planning on killing you all first.
Yeah.
She. Neapolitan has some very useful abilities and has proven to be a valuable asset. You certainly do enjoy collecting assets.
Wait.
New outfits.
Outfits.
Oh, I love
You're here! I knew you'd try it.
Oh.
So devoted to someone so incompetent.
Don't give them
The
ammo.
doctor and I were advancing the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom. You were merely atoning for past failures.
Polendina's creation interfered with the transfer of the Winter Maiden power. But now I know she has it. And once I return to Atlas, it won't take long to finish what I started. That power will be mine. I've given no such command.
It's just showing how fractured the entire
Now's
team
the
is.
Yeah.
time to...
Wheel time.
This game is not yours to win, Cinder. It's mine.
It's barely a game, it's like a war.
Does not make it fair.
She sees it as a game.
Everything is already in motion. All you need concern yourself with is your ability to act when I tell you to. Of course. Without you, I am nothing.
Oh, I hate that line. Like Neo's finally realising there's much more dangerous things than getting
Yeah.
revenge on Cinder. A full rumble.
Thank you.
Oh, his hand in the nose.
Heads up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. They're not losing the other
Yeah, he like fell down, remember? God, this is just gonna go so badly.
Stupid to think the general would listen. Every choice I've made was the wrong one. And now,
We all did what we thought was best. I'm just glad
It's
you're
not like the
alright.
grimoire.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, I see you.
Inside, hurry.
She's so small.
I know. Sector 3 is going to need the most help. I'm sending backup your way right now. Fiona, do you copy? We need transport from Sector 3 to the crater.
Oh, soft.
When we heard you went off after Ironwood on your own, How did you end up down in the slums?
it's a long story. I get the feeling there's been a few of those today.
Thank God everyone's together.
You're not going to tell them. You and I aren't done talking yet. Where's Colonel?
Apart from Grove.
We don't know.
It always
Last
goes
we
for
heard,
it.
he was abroad.
They have no idea.
All right.
Ah.
He's back now.
Don't like this.
You ready to work? The largest grim horde ever seen is hovering over the tundra, and out there is a city full of people with no heat, and from what you told us, no more military protection. And while we're happy to give you guys a place to lie low for a while, it's time to get those people some help.
How? Ironwood is stopping all evacuations to Atlas, and we can't get them out of the city with Salem's forces surrounding us.
The crater, beneath Atlas. It's not safe, but it's warm. And with everyone in one place, we can do a better job protecting them. Meg can send you where you're needed most. We've got to get everyone down into that crater before nightfall. In the slums, we might have a chance.
We're never going to sleep again. I just know it.
Either you're helping, or you're baggage.
I mean, they've got to be huntresses, you know? They still want to do the right thing.
We need to get out there and do what we can for Mantle.
We need to do what we can for everyone. What about Amity? And telling the world about Salem? We can't do this alone. We need help.
Ruby's right. The Happy Huntresses are handling the evacuation better than we could. And there's a bigger picture. But Amity isn't even finished. It was still under
That's a
construction.
nice transition back.
Doctor, what would you need to launch Amity now?
We made decent progress on construction and fuel correction. All potentially manageable. Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's tower.
Ruby, there is no
General.
way Ironwood will cooperate with us.
But he doesn't have to. We just need the green light from his terminal, right?
You want to go back to the academy?
Or hacking.
There
Oh,
is
of course it
more
does.
than one terminal. The one in his office and one in the main Atlesian military compound at the base of the city. We have to get into the compound somehow and get inside the operations room and then.
No big deal.
She's fast.
I might need to think about this some more.
And just to clarify, this is the easy option?
What you're saying is it can't be done. It's pointless. And even if you got the message out, there's no guarantee help would come.
It's not pointless.
Atlas is only Salem's current target. She's not hiding anymore, and once she's done here, she'll move on to the rest of Remnant. We need to warn them!
Ruby, when we came here, we said we'd follow your lead, but things haven't exactly worked out.
Oh.
There are people here who need us right now. That's something we can actually do.
But this isn't about just Atlas. Ruby's right. It's about all of Remnant. They need to know Evacuo in mystical
no, they all split.
They're all splitting up.
so they can prepare.
Okay, then let's go for both. Get Amity up and running and evacuate Mantle.
But that's how Salem got this far, by dividing us. We have to stick together.
No. What Salem wants is to turn us against each other. Just like this. John has a point. We can work separately and still be united.
Or let me take the relic to Salem. And maybe she will call off her attack on the kingdom.
I don't think we can trust Salem to actually do that. And the moment she uses the staff to create anything else, Atlas falls onto Mantle.
Nobody's turning you over to anybody. I think that's the one thing we could all agree on.
Okay, then I guess we're going to Atlas. Can you help us get to that terminal?
I suppose someone needs to help me bypass security.
I'll go.
We can't risk.
I'll go.
Oof. She's taking it really hard.
Do what you gotta do. I'm going out there to see what I could do.
Yeah. Go by the pharmacy. I was developing some new tools for you all before.
This will be the best from the trailer then.
Yeah.
You're gonna need them.
Nora?
I'm going with Ruby.
But what about Mantle?
Oh, I'm saving Mantle. Because I actually believe we can do this.
Hey, we're still united.
I hope so.
I can get Pietro out to Amity to prepare, but that doesn't answer how we're getting all of you up to Atlas.
I might actually have an idea.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
He's on the phone.
Hello, Penny. I'm worried for your safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away.
Uh-oh.
Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem's here.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to...
You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, Ruby. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. She makes it through our defenses. Everything that follows will be on your hands.
Ugh, she's so torn. It's a bit on. Didn't realize he blew the other one.
Sir,
You lose the other one.
orders have arrived.
Oh,
They're being
fuck.
processed in Stockade B.
Growing weapon?
Could you give us the room, please?
She's like,
Be fine.
Thank you, Winter. I don't know what I would do without you. I've never... No one has ever seen a Grim Force this large before. The city's hard-light shields will hold, but not forever.
What will you do, sir?
You can't be in here.
This is absurd. Let us through.
oh, is that the
I am
other
going to do
counselors?
everything I can to
Can't
defend
remember.
this kingdom.
I think it might be.
What? God, do you think you're doing, James?
Yeah. Yeah, because they were at the dinner.
They were, you're right.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
Like, is he dead or is it just a shot though?
They didn't show it, but
She didn't. And I don't think any of that crew agrees with that.
everyone disliked that.
I have questions for you.
Surely she can't answer me though.
No, but
she's using it to find.
to find.
But first I need
No, I think she's trying to find Oscar.
Bring him to me.
Yeah, Oscar. No. That was just an episode of Fallout.
That was just like,
Oh. Oh, it's all the old ones.
Babbies.
Oh god. That looks like a
What?
cage. That looks like he gets caught.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I like Winter's movie. I like Winter.
Don't like Ironwood.
Don't like him. This is a very good opening though. Like the animations.
I hate how they're
I don't like this. They're split up. This is stressful. Oh, did you see one?
Yeah.
Wave.
Those being brought together implies that Atlas will fall.
Oh, excuse me?
This I love, I hate. Oh.
It was just like, here's all the bad things happening. Here's the setup. Here's the bad things.
That's done nothing to dissuade the dread I've had since it
Since
finished. The last
the last
time.
10 months.
Like, I really like the flow of that episode, but
Yeah. I hope that, like, because everyone saw Ironwood shot that guy.
yeah,
So I hope that they're all like, maybe we should eventually all turn against him and then everything will be fine.
I have everything. I wasn't expecting that.
No. So, democracy.
I'll grab this. Stress.
Stress?
Stress.
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 Fear?
Yeah.
I like how we just had the same brain cell for a
Same brain
second
wave.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that, like last season, we finally got everyone together. And it was all good. And then
Everyone split up
and then
again!
everyone split up again, and Ruby and Yang are fighting, and they're like the two people that shouldn't fight. Like, that stresses me out the most that they're fighting,
Yeah.
because, like...
They're both right.
Yeah.
They're both right. But they... like, it's alright to disagree, because
Yeah.
both are very important pressing issues, but the forced choice between them is always going to be... It's a good source of conflict.
Yeah, it's so stressful.
Because narrative-wise, it means they can focus on getting Amity
Mm.
and making sure that Mantle's safe.
Yeah.
And covering both those bases, having sets of characters at it, and making you care about the conflict between those two groups.
Yeah. Still stressful.
It's
like, it's good narrative, but also I'm stressed. I want everyone to be friends.
I was expecting Blake to go help Mantle,
Yeah.
but I also feel like
Blake is quite good at seeing the bigger picture sometimes though. Because she's been around.
But also by that point everyone had said, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there, and it was kind of left to her and Weiss to kind of choose if they're going to give more people to that team or let more people to the other team rather than personal kind of things.
It's still stressful though because it's like, oh Ruby, we said we were going to follow your leads, but everything's going to shit, Ruby. It's all your fault. I mean, that's not what she said.
It wasn't said, but it
like
felt
it was
like
implied. I feel like it's because it was like, okay, like we followed your lead, but look how it turned out. Like she's not saying it's Ruby's fault, but like also like how is Ruby going to know that?
That Salem's going to arrive on a big whale.
Ironwood's going to be fucking like off on his own little dictatorship.
Oh god.
Spree.
Stress is broken, that man.
Yeah. Yeah. But also like he's like in charge, so no one can stop him.
Also Aesop and Winter.
Yes.
Saw him do that, and I'll be very interested to see the kind of outcome.
Yeah, everyone disapproves.
Because again, in the ending credits / opening.
Yeah.
Well, it's the opening.
It's the opening, yeah.
But it still kind of shows them, and then it goes on to Crow and Robin.
Luckily, we can analyse that.
So we can analyse
that episode
and see if that's the way they'll follow.
Yeah.
Or if they will remain in the military, because I don't think they will.
I think the Aesops are too, like, they spent too long building them up to be, like, nice characters.
Yeah.
To be villains. Or, like, antagonists, if that makes sense. Because they spent a long time in the last season, like, making them personalities and making them else like them. And then, when they turned on to Ruby at the end of the last one, I was like, oh, like, it seems a shame. But I don't think, so I feel like
because they had to.
Because they had to. Because they were told to. But I don't think, once they realise what's happening and how...
Yeah, when everyone's
acting, they'll be like,
Also, the really nice detail of everyone's lives are in total disarray.
Yeah.
And there was that shot of the belongings of Yang stepping on the watch, and that's just like in someone fleeing or has died. And all their material possessions are just in that little one. So it's a really nice, grand sense of scale on how bad the situation is on Mantle.
Yeah.
Which is an important story to tell.
Yeah. This isn't related to this episode. One thing they still need to... Raven. What's she up to? This is not related to anything in this episode, I'm just curious.
You just want to see Raven?
I just want to see Raven again, I miss her.
I don't think there's any chance, but I am prepared to eat my shorts.
Okay. Because she turned up at Dad's house, Yang and Ruby's dad's. Did she not? It was implied that she was portaling there.
But also they're in Atlas right now.
Yeah, I know. I miss her.
Yeah. I think this is more a focus on Crow rather than on Raven. Raven kind of had her focus.
I know. I'm just wondering. We will see.
I'm stressed that we didn't say Crow or Robin. I'm really stressed about the fact that we didn't see them.
They're in the opening, so Robin's still alive.
Well, I think it was always known that they were still alive, but they're going to jail.
They did crash quite badly though.
Did they?
At the end of did they not crash and then?
This is why you rewatch.
This is why you should rewatch before you start the new season, because then Clover and Crow had to duke it out in the snow.
Yes, but remember they get arrested again.
And then they get arrested. Yeah. Oh, I should have paid more attention.
Go back to RWBY school.
I love RWBY, but I can't remember what happened the last season.
There's just so much like information.
Yeah.
And bad news and bad luck.
Bad news. Bad luck.
Bad luck charm.
And on that note.
Anything else?
No.
No.
Stressed.
Just stress for the week. But thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. This is the first time we've attempted to do this. So if it goes well,
we may do more.
Because I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. We were like 2 hours before RWBY. You were like, oh, let's react.
Well, to be fair, I've been thinking about it for a while because obviously I've been on ones before.
Yeah.
I have
you've done
a great respect for my friends that do reactions.
It's a lot harder than we thought it was.
It's incredibly hard.
Like cut to all the like me shouting at you off camera like, it's not working.
Turn it on.
Turn it off. So yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for RWBY to be back.
Yeah, I missed it.
As much as it stresses me. That opening is fantastic, and I'm going to go watch and watch and watch and watch it again, and pick it to pieces, and pick it to pieces again, and suffer until next Saturday.
Yes.
But
yes, thank you for watching.
Yeah. See you later. Jenny.